Another thing that young people don't know about regarding keeping marriage is this little word called compromise. And this is important in marriage because I've said in one of my shorts before that you must let your spouse be her own person because they don't come into the marriage and become your subordinate. They don't come into the marriage and lose all personality. You must let their personality shine because that's why you picked them in the first place. You picked your lady because she was quirky, she was pretty, she was doing things. There are things about her that you liked apart from her beauty. So you need to let those things flourish. That also means you need to give room for things that she doesn't like and find a way to compromise on those things. Of course, I don't think, as men, we give room for silly things, right? There are things that people do, not just women, but men too. We have things that women have to say no, right? If you're doing certain things that you shouldn't be doing, like flirting, that's a no-no, right? Whether or not you want to come up with excuses about how, you don't know when you're doing it. No, we don't compromise on things like that. But there's certain things. Your wife says when you call her a certain word, she doesn't like it. You compromise. No matter how much you like that word, you need to know that that person has a personality and they have a right to liking or not liking something. There are ways as men where we get our women into some of the things that we like, but there are certain things that if they cause hurt, if they cause pain, you need to compromise and be like, okay, this needs to go. Compromise is really important in marriage because it gives both spouses a sense of I'm being listened to, I'm being heard. This is another way of showing love because you give the other person's voice an outlet and they also feel like they can speak to you, they can express themselves. There are certain things that are rooted in bad habits. Those needs to go. They do require some level of compromise as well because you're going to have to sit down and be like, okay, this is the thing that you do. I don't think it's right. You still need to make room for the free will of that person. If the person pushes back, you must find a way as a man, as a leader, to get your point across without being a tyrant. And vice versa, the woman needs to find a way to get her point across without using emotional guiles to swindle the man and, force the man to live with something that he doesn't like. The best marriages I've seen is that people sacrifice themselves for the other. That feeling that you get when you see that you've made that person happy it makes your entire marriage. That feeling is amazing. Compromise is very, very important, guys. Guys, thank you so much for listening to me. This is part of the marriage advice that I'm doing. Still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment. What do you think? What were your experiences in marriages? What advice can you give to our young people who do want to get married? And also, if you have been divorced, what advice can you give? I'll see you on the next one.